Hey, what's up YouTube? Dakota Dano from TechWarren, and today I'm going to bring you another video. This time we're going to change it up a little bit. This is going to be a talk over rant as I have a speed art playing. This is just kind of a new thing I'm going to try out and see if everyone likes instead of just the typical music playing. And I hope you guys do enjoy this because, I just kind of have a way of, now I can kind of get out what I have to say without just adding a little bit here and there on different videos. Now I can just make dedicated videos to it and have you guys see a speed art in the process. I'm sorry it's not going to be as fast as most speed arts, but you can just kind of watch it if you're even interested in that. That's kind of like my own vlog, but instead of me being in it, it's going to be my speed arts. So yeah, today pretty much I'm going to be talking about why I don't really use Cinema 4D. I've gotten multiple questions throughout my, I guess you can call it my career, throughout my time doing GFX for people about having 3D text. The reason I don't really do 3D text, well, there's a couple reasons. One, I don't have it, and I'm not really planning on getting it anytime soon. Two, it's depending on the person, I guess you could say. I'm sorry about that. Depending on the person, it's not really as professional as some people would think. And let me go into detail about that. If you go and look at 80% of those things on YouTube if you go look at about 90% of the YouTube backgrounds that are 3D, a lot of the time, I can't say 80, probably about 50% of the time, it's kind of difficult to read, and if it is readable clearly, it always has too many effects in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of time it does have the right amount of effects, and it looks cool, because it almost always does look cool. But there's a difference between cool and professional. Well, in my opinion at least. Looking cool with flares all over, 3D text popping out, smoke coming out behind it, and stuff like that. It's not bad. It looks pretty cool. But it doesn't really look professional. And the reason I'm saying this is, although you may think it looks professional, and it does, I guess, according to YouTube users, which I agree, a lot of times it does look cool. But being in my shoes, which a lot of people can relate and a lot of people can't relate, the way I see it is, if you go to a store, let's say Best Buy, and you go to their movie section and their band section and look at every CD in every movie, I guarantee you 99%, and that 1% is probably going to be some off-brand movie or band, and if that even happens, which I can almost guarantee it won't, so almost 100% of the time, if you go look at every one of those movies, you will not see one movie or one disc, DVD, whatever, case, that has 3D text on it. And now it might have a little bit of 3D here, like 2 letters, maybe a word, but I guarantee you cannot go, and if you go to any channel on here, you'll see the text popping out. Most likely there's going to be flares or some cool effect around it. You will not see that on a CD or a disc. And if you do, I want to see this. Please take a picture or find a picture online and send it to me, because I would love to see it. And the reason is because it's not really professional. It might be appealing to people on YouTube because it looks cool and it makes their YouTube look cool, and I do agree it does. But if you want to sell something, it needs to be simple, clean, look professional, but cool at the same time. For example, The Hangover. The picture of them all standing there, and they're all doing some pose or whatever, and it just says The Hangover in clear text. Not necessarily clear, but it just says it, and it's easy to read. It doesn't have the 3D one way, Hangover 3D the other way, flares coming off of it, and all these cool effects behind it. It's because they want people to see it, be able to read it, and then it looks nice and appealing to the eye at the same time. And this is kind of challenging to do for a lot of people, even myself, because for YouTube, if you make graphics, people enjoy seeing 3D stuff, which I agree, it is cool to see, like I've said multiple times. But it's not necessarily professional, and that is the reason I don't really do it that much. Now, I wish I could do it. It'd help me get views. If I was good at it, it'd make a lot of people happy. But the thing is, the reason I don't do it is because it's unlike a lot of people, I'm trying to make a career out of graphics. Not saying people don't want to or they're not going to, but a lot of people who do 3D, they're doing it because they're good at it or because they like to do it. I'm doing it not only because I love to do it and it's a way of expressing myself, it's also because I want to do it as a career. And unless you go to school and take some weird class for 3D itself, you most likely won't be going into detail on using Cinema 4D and Photoshop combined to make a 3D graphic for YouTube. Maybe you will for one project or something, but 90% of the time you won't, and it's because they want you to learn how to do certain things like blending, contrasting, mixing pictures together, such like that. That's stuff that you will use whenever you get older, and that's what I like to practice. I'm not necessarily saying I put those necessarily all the time into actual YouTube videos, or I mean YouTube backgrounds, but that is what I like to practice. That's why I don't spend a lot of time on Cinema 4D, even whenever I do get a chance to, because I did used to have it. I just never really used it because I sucked with it, and two, because I like to practice stuff that will be useful in my classes in high school and college whenever I get up to higher graphics classes. And so yeah, this has just been a quick rant on my opinions why. I want your guys' opinions, so if you want to go ahead and leave them, make a response, or leave some comment, send us a message. I don't really care. Just I want your guys' opinion to see what, if you can maybe explain to me the big reason why everyone loves it or whatever. But yeah, this has been a quick video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me if you would like some more of these, or if this was completely pointless and I should just add music. Yeah, so I want some feedback. Please check out our Twitter, follow us on there, link will be in the description, and check out our other videos. Don't forget to comment or subscribe. Shout out to Miss Windows 7 Tutorials. Whenever I do have to do anything with Cinema 4D, he always helps me out. His name's Brandon. He always helps me out by doing the 3D stuff for me. So shout out to you. Thanks, dude. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. Please check out his channel. It will be in the description. Later.